Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. Are you interested in seeing a beautifully curated limited bead collection? If you answered yes, you're in the right place, because today we're going to be opening up Didi's Deluxe Bead box for the month of July. Now if you're not familiar with that box, I'll leave some information down below in the description section of this video, along with a link to the website and a coupon code in case you're interested. And I can't wait to see what's in this month's box, so let's go ahead and get started. And here we have Didi's Deluxe Bead box for the month of July 2024. And I'm hoping my lighting is okay today because I had to move my studio from the basement to one of the rooms upstairs. We've had a bit of a heat wave in my area and it doesn't look like it's going away anytime soon. And my studio is right beside the utility room, which means I can't film when the air conditioning unit turns on. So anyway, I'm in a different room. My voice might sound different as well because the room's a little bit smaller. Hopefully it's just temporary and I can move back soon as it gets a little bit cooler outside. But anyway, let's go ahead and open up this box. I can't wait. They do such a nice job of wrapping things. And it looks like the name of this box is Cleopatra and the Pyramid. That sounds very interesting. Let's see what it says. It says, inspired by an image of Cleopatra, I was drawn to curate a rich tone palette featuring red, blues, ochre, and golds, symbolizing one of the various outfits and the history of ancient Egypt. That sounds absolutely marvelous. And I'm so excited because I've actually been to Cairo and I've seen the pyramids and I visited the Cairo Museum and saw all those beautiful treasures and everything. But anyway, as you can see, they list all the materials down here. They list the size of the beads, the lengths of the strands, and how many beads are in each strand. And oh my goodness, look at these rich colors. You know, they never disappoint. They always have such beautiful collections. And by the way, guys, this is not a subscription. It's a limited edition. So once they're gone, they're gone. I recommend that you go to their Facebook group page so you can keep track of when they release a new box. Let me pull them out. Look how beautiful these are. These are absolutely stunning. We've got some beautiful blue tones and gold tones, and we have some gemstones as well. Let me get organized and we'll go through each item. Here are the first 5 strands. Look how all these colors coordinate. I just love the way they create these boxes. And by the way, I'm actually sitting up against a window, so I'm getting a lot of natural light, which means that these are the true colors. Sometimes when you have artificial lighting, it can skew the colors a little bit. But anyway, let's take a look at this first one. This is the Inspired by Czech designer strand, and they've listed it as Cleopatra themed. How cool is that? Look how unique these beads are. They're so unique. Of course, they're all Czech beads. That's why it's called Inspired by Czech. But anyway, we have the center focal bead. It's a coin bead and it has a flower design with a copper wash, it looks like. So pretty. And over here we have a teardrop shaped bead. Actually, we have a little one at the end, this red one. Then the teardrop shaped bead with a design on the surface and some gold wash. Then we have this metal spacer bead in this gold color. And then we have this rondelle. It's faceted and it's blue, as you can see. And then we have this oval shaped bead with a really nice design as well, and it's gold washed. And here we have another faceted rondelle with bead caps at each end. Another teardrop shaped bead, and another one of these spacer beads. And then on this side is a repeat of what was on the right. How beautiful are these, guys? Oh my gosh, these are so gorgeous. I really do love these colors, and it's not something that I would put together myself, so I really appreciate it when somebody else does it for me. Gorgeous. Let's take a look at these. These are gemstones. They're listed as blue mosaic cloisonne / impression jasper, and I'm not sure about the cloisonne or cloisonne. I always have a hard time pronouncing that word because I'm not seeing it anywhere on these beads. But nevertheless, they're absolutely gorgeous. They measure 8 millimeters in size, and this is a 7.5 inch strand, and there are 23 pieces on this strand. Aren't these beautiful? They're so beautiful. I love these. I love the colors. I'm seeing blue and I'm seeing a little bit of an earth tone as well. Very, very nice. Let's take a look at these. These are lapis beads, and they're listed as bamboo gemstone beads. I've seen this shape many times and I can never describe it, but bamboo is a good description. But anyway, these measure 12 by 5 millimeters, and this strand is 7.5 inches long, and there are 16 pieces. These are really, really cool, aren't they? And of course, they're going to match these beads perfectly in whatever piece of jewelry you decide to make. Very, very nice. Let's take a look at these. This is yellow mookaite, and they're smooth rounds, as you can see. They measure 6 millimeters in size, and this is also a 7.5-inch strand, and there are 28 pieces. I really love this ochre color. It's definitely a very warm and earthy color, isn't it? Very, very pretty. Let's take a look at these. These are listed as opaque Egyptian blue rectangle crystals, and they measure 6 by 4 millimeters, and this strand is 12.5 inches long, and there are 50 pieces on this strand. I love these because they have that beautiful golden edge or golden sides. I think that is so beautiful. They're kind of an unusual shape though. They're not exactly rectangles. It looks like one side is round and the other side is flat. I've never seen these before. They're definitely very unusual and very unique. So far, I'm absolutely loving this color palette. Let me get the next set of beads. And here we have the next 5 strands. Once again, we have the blues and the reds and the golds, but we also have this multicolored strand, which gives you the option of adding some other colors if you wanted to. But even within this strand, I'm seeing blues, reds, and golds. Let's take a look at these gemstones. These are listed as faceted lapis cube gemstones. They measure 6 millimeters in size, and this is a 6.5-inch strand, and there are 30 beads on this strand. How pretty are these? I love that faceting, I really do. And I love the variation that I'm seeing within these gemstones. They're so pretty, guys. They really are. And of course, I love this size. I'm definitely going to want to use these somehow. Very, very beautiful. Let's take a look at these. These are listed as wine red electroplated silver faceted crystals. And I wonder what they mean by silver. Maybe they're talking about the electroplating, because they are pretty sparkly, as you can see. But anyway, these measure 4 millimeters in size. And this is a 14-inch strand, and there are approximately 95 beads on this strand. I think I am seeing some silver in that electroplating. It's so beautiful, so sparkly. I love these. Let's take a look at these now. These are also very sparkly. They're faceted rondelles, as you can see, and they measure 6 by 4 millimeters, and the color is called Egyptian Palace Crystal Mix. And this is a 12-inch strand, and there are 65 pieces on this strand. I really love these jewel tones. That's what they remind me of. They definitely remind me of something you might find on an Egyptian piece of jewelry. So pretty. I like all the color options. I'm seeing gold, I'm seeing bronze, I'm seeing turquoise, an orangey color, red, white, blue, this bisque color, which is so pretty, and some dark bronze colors as well. Lots and lots of colors. Let's take a look at these. These are very high end because they're 14 karat gold plated. How often do you get 14 karat gold plated beads in a bead box? Not very often at all. But anyway, these are hematite beads, and of course they're a pyramid shape, as you can see. Isn't that cool? That is so cool. Oh my gosh. I love these. They're 4 millimeters in size, and this strand is 8.5 inches long, and there are 65 beads on this strand. Aren't these gorgeous? And they're very unusual too. I like that. Let's take a look at these. These are also hematite beads, but they're not listed as 14 karat gold plated, even though they're the same color as those. They're just listed as bronze hexagon hematite beads, and there are 30 pieces on this strand, and these measure 6 millimeters in size. And actually, the Czech designer strand that I showed you had a couple of them. It's the same bead, as you can see, so that's nice. But anyway, these are going to make great spacer beads. Let me get the next set of beads, and here we have the next set of beads. As you can see, they're a little bit larger than the beads on the strands. That's one of the nice things about Didi's Deluxe Bead boxes. They always give you a variety of sizes, ranging from small beads to medium-sized beads to large beads, which gives you a lot of design options. Let's take a look at these two. They're so cool looking, aren't they? They're listed as Egyptian blue Czech glass evil eye beads, and they measure 12 millimeters in size, and it looks like they have a gold wash. They're nice and transparent too. Look at that. I'm not sure if the camera's picking up how beautiful these are, but they really are beautiful. There's the sides. I like these. And I like that there are two, which means you could make some earrings if you wanted to. Let's take a look at these. These are listed as indigo gold, swirl vintage lucite melon teardrops, and they honestly don't look like lucite to me. They really don't. They look like glass beads. I love that design though. Isn't it pretty? It's so pretty. There's the hole. It has a pretty large hole. These would actually make nice earrings as well, because there are two of them. And they measure 18 by 10 millimeters. Let's take a look at these. These are very interesting looking. They're also lucite beads, and they're called lantern beads, and the color is antique bronze, as you can see. They measure 15 by 10 millimeters, and there's a total of 10, so that's nice. And once again, they really don't feel like lucite beads. They feel like glass beads. And I like that they have a nice big hole, because you could use them with leather cord if you wanted to. They have a very pretty design too. Let me get the last few items. And here we have the last few items. As you can see, these are bronze colored metals. And this is actually a gemstone within a silver tone frame. Let's go ahead and take a look at these. Might as well put both of them on here. These are chandelier components. Each one has 5 loops, as you can see, and a loop at the top as well. Of course, these would make gorgeous earrings because there are 2 of them, but you could also use one of them as a pendant. Let me show you the back. There's the back. And these measure 30 by 22 millimeters. I really like these. They're very pretty. I can see attaching some of these beads on those loops, or maybe some of these red ones as well. These would look nice. And even those pyramids would look nice. I've done that before. I've mixed gold with bronze. Let's take a look at one of these. This is called an Egyptian Eye of Horus. It can be used as a charm or a pendant, but I think I'd probably use it as a pendant because it's pretty big. It measures 30 millimeters across, and this is actually an ancient Egyptian symbol, the Eye of Horus. I think it's pronounced Horus, I'm not sure. But anyway, there's a whole mythical story behind it, and it actually represents well-being, healing, and protection in ancient Egyptian religion. Let me show you the back. There's the back. I really like it. I think it's really unusual, and I like what it represents too, which is why you see it in jewelry very often. And here we have some bead frames. These are really cool as well. They look square, but they're actually listed as diamond shape because of where the hole is. But anyway, these measure 10 millimeters in size. Let me show you what you do with them. You would actually place a bead in the middle like this, and then get your stringing material, your beading wire, or whatever it is that you're using, and you would slide it through this hole and through the bead and out the other hole, and then the bead would just sit in the middle there. Isn't that cool? That's so cool. I really like these. Let's take a look at this pendant. It's actually listed as a bonus item. The frame is stainless steel, and that's actually a lapis pyramid. There's the back. As you can see, it has a nice bail, which you could actually remove if you wanted to, because there's a loop right there. I like the sides too. It's so cool. And it measures 22 by 12 millimeters. So now let me go ahead and arrange everything on my workspace, and we'll take a look at the whole collection. Well, here's the whole collection, the Cleopatra and the Pyramid collection. And boy, they certainly captured the essence of Cleopatra and the mystery and beauty of Egyptian things. If you've ever been to an Egyptian archaeological museum, you'll know what I'm talking about. Of course, you could always go to the internet and look it up yourself. These are such beautiful colors, guys. They really are. I love that there's so much variety. And like I mentioned before, you have a lot of sizes as well. And that's the kind of thing that helps me with inspiration. I like to have a lot of options like this. And as far as favorites, of course, I love the designer strand, but I also love the lapis beads and the mukite as well. And I'm super grateful that they included some high-end beads like the pyramids, the 14-karat gold-plated pyramids. Like I said before, not a lot of bead boxes include that kind of thing. So you're definitely getting a lot for your money. I'm going to be very busy designing with these beads. So I want you to come back and check my channel for a future tutorial using some of these beads. And if you have time, guys, I'd love to hear what you think about it. If you could leave some comments down below, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.